Guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'll be doing a little tutorial about Medibang, and I thought I'll do this as a series because there are a lot of functions in Medibang for you guys to use, and I think Medibang is really doing great with my work that I need, and it's a good alternate for all those great apps there. So today's video is more about these windows and the uses of them, but I'll go into brief for those windows which are having a lot of functions like the layers stuff. But let me show you what I mean in a little while. So let's just arrange your workspace according to what you need, basically that. Now my Windows interface might be looking little different from yours if you just download it, because I usually like these Windows tabs, the working tabs here, to be like floating around so I can move it whenever I need, and it gives more space too. If I show you what I mean, you see you have more space now. You can see all those the white background over here, right? Even if you zoom in and all. But some of you guys might be liking it to be fixated, as in like this, and this might be how it actually looks when you downloaded it, right? So you can keep it in that way, or the way that I like to keep it, like this. So let me just arrange it for you guys to show. So if you need to fixate it, you just go on, do not put it in, just click like that, just go on. When it highlights the area, you just release, right? And you can always click like this too. You can put it anywhere you like. You can open a tab here. See, it's so fun to do this. Okay? So this is basically how you fixate your. You can put it in this side also. You can put it there. If you click on this little icon here, you can take it out, right? Okay. So yeah, that is basically what fixating your thing looks like, right? So now this way, what I feel is that there's less space, your workspace, than what you have, but it's your preference. If you like to keep it fixated, you can do that, or you can take it out using this little icon. Now you accidentally close your windows like that, there's nothing to worry, you can always take it back, but I'm gonna just go ahead and close all of them so I can just show you. Now how you reinsert them is you click on Windows, and then you have all these sorts of tabs that is available for you guys to work on. So the most important ones are color, of course. I don't like them fixated, so I'm just gonna release it there. And we have the palette. You need the brush control, brushes, and lastly we have the layer. So with these 5 tabs, guys, you can do almost everything, but there are other tabs also that you can use. I'll show it to you guys in a little while. Give me a minute, let me fix this thing. Okay, so this is how I like my interface to look like, right? Yeah. Now you can see I'm already having this picture of myself. So let me just take a new one and I'll just show you just okay. Now this is another thing. Now whenever you want to open a new file, a new sheet to work on, you go on file, click on new, right? Basic stuff, and you have this little dialog box thingy coming out. I don't know what to call them, I'm not a IT tech or anything. So here we have this create new image one, right? You can click on pixels, centimeter, inch, whatever the scale that you need. I go with pixels always. And here we have the paper size. You have different sorts of sizes, right? That is so convenient, I guess. And we have the resolution. You can click on anything you like. The background color, you can leave it transparent or color, it doesn't matter, you can change that later too. And then this is the history, which shows your previous selections. I think that is more convenient because you don't need to always enter the values that you need. Like this is the value I used to draw on my Instagram comics, guys. Okay, so I go on okay. Now you have a new file, you have your previous work here, right? Just like in Photoshop, right? And you can just close. If you need to close it, you can just close like that. If you don't need to save, these things are very simple things, right? I already saved. Okay, now this is how you have it. Now you have a transparent sheet where you can start your work, right? If you don't like that, you can either fill in with the color that you need, simple as that, or you can always go on to view and go transparent, like deselect it, and that way also you get your white background, right? So now you have set. Let me just quickly go through all these windows and what their functions are, right? So this is the layer tab. There are a lot of icons here. I will do that in another video, but basically this is the layer tab, right? And that is important for adding all the layers and everything. I'll show that in another one. So this is the brush window where you can have a lot of brushes here, and that is one good thing about Medibang that I like. Here you have the pencil tool, the ink pen, watercolors, all these ones are there, right? Okay, different pens, that's what I mean. And then we have the color palette. You can the colors, yes, color circle thingy, and you can click on all the colors, any color that you need. And then we have here the palette. I always like to keep my colors known, so it's more easier for me to do my comics. If you're someone planning to do anything like that, you need to have palette, sorry, not planet, palette, guys, because you can do your work very easily. You don't need to remember the colors. You don't need to, what is this, what was that, I don't care. Anyway, so we can just select your colors here. The brush control is obviously for things like this. You can draw a thinner line, you can draw a thicker line, right? Brush control, that's basically it. And then the opacity, you can draw a little like lighter shade or the normal shade, right? That's how the pencil is. You can change another pen. These are the watercolors, and this look different. Okay, this is the watercolor, you can see, right? They all have their different own settings that you can work on. That is that. So this is basically whatever you need to get your work done. And let me just quickly go through the other ones also. I don't use them, but I'll just show you what they are needed for. So the brush preview basically shows you the size of the brush and how it would look like if you draw, right? So see, that is basically it. Pencil, ink pen, and everything. And if you select like change the brush using brush control, if you change the size of it will also show here on the brush preview, and I don't think it's needed, so that is what it does anyway. Then we have the navigator, guys. It's also not at all needed. It's like if you just zoom it here, you can just see the whole picture here, right? And you can always zoom out and see the whole picture too, but this is like an extra thing. I don't want it, so I just remove it off. And then what else? Okay, navigator, I did the reference. I really don't know what this is for. I'm sorry, but I don't know. I haven't used this before. I don't know. You can find it out yourself, I guess. I'm just kidding. It's not needed anyway. And then we have the brush size, and this is like without you having to like scroll and all, you can, without like typing the value that you need, you can just go and click on any of these, and that will easily shift your size here, and you can select the size that you need. It's also easier like if you're doing the outline, you can click on number 4 and you draw on it, and if you need to color something, and you can easily color and shift between the two easily. But I often use the brush control here. Okay guys, so that is basically it about all the sorts of windows available here in Medibang. In the next video I'll be doing more briefly about layers. There are a lot of things for you guys to know in layers. Yeah, so in the next video I'll meet you guys then. But I forgot to tell you guys one thing. Always rename your brushes the way you want. For example, if you're using the pencil of this little sketching, we can leave the pencil as pencil, but if you need to rename it something like, I don't know, for example, the sketch, right? Or maybe like some sort of outline that you do or something, you can just leave it like that, right? There are certain settings here where you can use the width. You can change from here too. It's too much work anyway. Opacity, okay, like that you can change this stuff, right? um and also how I forgot to tell you how you insert a color. For example, if you want to save a color, that's what I mean, right? Now if you want to save this color, what you go do is, now you see your color is already selected, you go and click on this little icon, add color, and then you can rename this tutorial. Then you could then save it, right? That is one way you save your color. That is one way, only way, I guess, right? Yeah, so guys, that's basically it for today's video. Stay tuned for the other videos of this tutorials of Medibang, and subscribe to my channel, guys. Thank you.